and welcome to Julio, who will be directing Elliot, A Soldier's Fugue. We have a couple of questions. The first one is, what is Elliot, A Soldier's Fugue about?
What is the story about? So to me, this is a story of family, traditions, secrets, the struggle to connect, and the horrors of war. The four characters in this piece, which include three generations of male veterans, the men in the piece, and then the woman who weaves through each of the threads of the story, they tell their stories through what feels like music. Someone sets the theme and the others respond, sometimes as an echo, sometimes in dissonance to the primary storyteller. So the title is Soldier's Fugue, that's where the musicality comes from. Other themes in the piece include post-traumatic stress and the legacy of war.
So why is Elliot, A Soldier's Fugue exciting now?
Well, I mean, all of those themes are kind of heavy and scary, but I think it's important to recognize that the piece is exciting to me for several reasons. First of all, the relevancy. There are 19, I did a little bit of research, and there are 19 million US veterans currently living in the States. So that represents about almost 10% of our population. The chances of being affected by war, either directly or indirectly, are pretty big. And so considering that we're in the end of this country's longest war, perhaps there is something to gain in taking a peek into the experiences of this tight-knit family and how they are dealing with the trauma of their experiences. So that's one thing that's relevant and important about this piece. For me, a major thing that excites me about the piece is that it's happening at Theatreworks for a community in Colorado Springs. So I'm hoping that the potential for a new kind of theater, and I don't know that it will be new, but the way I direct, it's a piece by Quiara Alegria Hudes. And so it is meant to be seen and heard, but also smelled and tasted and really experienced. And that's the kind of theater that my family likes to go to, at least. So when Puerto Ricans go to the theater, they want to be able to experience the entire thing, immerse themselves. And so I'm hoping to provide the audience with an opportunity to immerse themselves as much as possible, while also not feeling that they need to. I mean, I have friends who, in fact, I don't really love to be messed with when I'm at the theater, but in beginning our discussions with the design team, we'll be discussing how to make this a piece that feels like it can be experienced with all of the senses. And then finally, Elliot is not all drama. I mean, it's important for audiences to understand that if these characters have to be loved. And so we are going to make sure to reveal their quirks, their humorous vices, that what makes them hard-headed, because these are all really kind of strong. And sometimes to be strong, you got to be hard-headed. And but in getting to know these people, we'll be able to fall in love with them, to laugh at them, and to hopefully see ourselves in their experiences.
So who should come see Elliot, A Soldier's Fugue?
Who should come see the play? As the son of a Vietnam veteran, I know secondhand what my father's experiences were. And so as a director, my goal is always to find a connection between the piece and the audience that it's serving. So first and foremost, the 51,000, I did a little more research, the 51,000 veteran families of the area are encouraged to attend to see how we respectfully tell their stories. Secondly, the 87,000 Latino and Hispanic identifying families of the area are invited to come and enjoy this theatrical as told by this Puerto Rican family. And then finally, all who are craving to come and have an experience of community in theater, which we've been lacking for the past 16 months, to come together and laugh a little bit and love and get to experience this beautiful story together.
Oh, that was lovely. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Sure, thank you, Phoebe.